YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
We'd like to thank her dad for giving up his
Hello everybody and welcome. You're watching the Yankee Cable Network coverage of girls varsity soccer. I'm Berkeley Stevens bringing you this one from Sutton, New Hampshire, where Kearsarge is hosting their senior night. That's the celebration, the festivities going on now on your screen.
Folks, those are your seniors from Kearsarge. One last great big round of applause if we could.
6 of the Cougars seniors getting their roses before the game. Cougars are going to be hosting the Newport Tigers, coming into this one looking to spoil the Kearsarge momentum, as the Cougars, sitting at 9-4-2, heading into the postseason, are looking to carry that momentum going. The Tigers could spoil it. It's the last game of the regular season tonight, and we'll return with kickoff just after this.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
And welcome back, folks, to the game of the week. Newport Tigers in Sutton, New Hampshire to take on the Kearsarge Cougars. Just to give you some players to keep an eye on here for the home Cougars, leading the team in points with 8 goals and 3 assists in just 5 games is number 8, Carly Grant. Dave Shapiro, number 10, leads the team in assists with 8. If you remember her, and as well Tessa Marinello, both former players of the game. HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat, players of the game that is, for YCN basketball games last winter. Excited to see them play soccer before my very eyes for the first time. Kearsarge riding a 5-game winning streak going into this game, recently shutting out Sanborn on October 12th. Before that, they had two incredibly close contests against Mascoma Valley and Conant, both away games that they were able to win 2-1. And then they were able to shut out Bishop Brady at home 2-0. We're going to be back in just another minute here with kickoff as we conclude warm-ups.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
And welcome back, folks. Just about to announce the starting lineups here between the Newport Tigers and the Kearsarge Cougars tonight. Cougars coached by Dave Smith, poised to pounce into the playoffs as the 6th seed. Top 16 teams will make the playoffs here for Division III soccer, including the prelim round. Newport right now sitting just outside looking, and if they can pull off an incredible upset win against the Cougars tonight, I believe it is going to just squeak them into that prelim round of playoffs. So the season's still very much alive for these Tigers. They're going to have to play with every bit of that life if they want to beat the mighty team that the Kearsarge Cougars have this year. Newport did win their most recent game, a strong 4-1 victory on Monday over a pretty decent Somersworth team. They dropped a narrow contest in Hinsdale on the 12th. That game was 1-3. In their game before that, they might have played their best soccer, shutting out Hillsborough Deering in a 1-0 nail-biter. Starting the season pretty shaky. Only scored 1 goal in their first 6 games, but then after that, it seemed like they found their stride, tying Monadnock as their season started to take some better shape. The Tigers and Cougars head to the sidelines as we get ready to announce the starting lineups for today's match. I'd like to take this brief moment to thank our great lineup of sponsors for their incredible support. That's Echo Communications, HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating, Barton Insurance, La Valley Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and North Cape Design Build. You can check out Echo Communications for all of your printing and mailing needs. They're the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3.
All right, folks, let's get started with our starting lineups for tonight's game. For the Newport Tigers, coached by Gary McCann. Number 9, Glory Parker. Number 2, Torrance Williams. Number 3, Emma O'Connor. Number 8, Michaela Cossingham. Number 11, Cassie Sanborn. Number 13, Layla Trott. Number 17, Adriana Coleman. Number 18, Callie Dixon. Number 19, Abby Tenney. Number 21, Cheyenne Hannum. And number 4, Lauren Brewer. And now for the Cougars, coached by Dave Smith. Number 0, Adara Boucher. Number 23, Ann Dudley. Number 10, Ava Shapiro. Number 8, Carly Grant. Number 11, Maddie Thorpe. Number 2, Nadia Spiegel. Number 13, O.C. Ild. Number 16, Reese Lacombe. Number 6, Tessa Marinello. Number 22, Marin Westward. And number 12, Bella Collins. And now, if you're capable, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. And if you so desire, place your hand over your heart and let's honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Just moments away here from kickoff. It's senior night for the Cougars. It's the final game of the regular season for both teams. Kearsarge firmly planted into the upper half of the playoff picture. Newport just on the outside looking in, trying to keep this season going with a key win tonight. Glory Parker and Adara Boucher head to the nets to mind them for the next 40 minutes of the first half. Game coverage being brought to you in part by LaValle Middleton Building Supply with 12 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. They have a great 10% off deal of high-quality Marvin windows. You can learn more at lavalleys.com. Now finally, Kearsarge ready to kick this one back as we begin tonight's contest. Playing this one back to Nadia Spiegel, who chooses the right side. O.C. Ild gives it back to Spiegel, has that one go right between her feet. Still playing strongly on the ball, though, switching fields herself. Lobbing one across the field, intended for Ild. That one goes over the sideline, and the Tigers will have their first possession of the game. Torrance Williams throw in, it's contested. Now Kearsarge will have the ball back. O.C. Ild slings one. It's to Carly Grant. She'll take a turn near the sideline. Still a 50-50 here at midfield. Cougars with a little bit of space to make their way forward. It's Ava Shapiro now. Forwards went along. Trying to crash through is O.C. Ilg. Defended well by the Tigers, and into the corner it goes. Shot comes in high, and it whistles under the crossbar. Maddie Thorpe, low angle. Here's one more look. Cougars able to keep possession of this play in the corner. Thorpe steals away the pass. Sets that right foot up to lace a shot in the top left corner over the reach of goaltender Glory Parker. And the scoring has been opened just 90 seconds in. Tigers trying to make their way up the field in a hurry here. Free kick from around 25 yards out. Centering try denied as the Cougars now come up the field with it. Ava Shapiro trying to corral this through ball. Tigers break it up. Martinello collects that one at midfield, passes to Shapiro, who gives it right back. Cougars' efforts to tic-tac-toe that one up and back and around the Tigers. Failed this time, but the passing right on the ground has looked good for Kearsarge so far. Now it's Grant with the ball. Tries to send Ann Dudley on a run. And to scoop it up is Glory Parker. Kearsarge pick up possession off the punt in midfield. Their first efforts on the attacker denied. Turned over once more. Tigers midfield trying to play this one close to themselves, but it just keeps on getting a touch out of the way. Throw in broken up. Tigers are going to keep it. Free kick makes its way inside the 18. Easy work this time for Adara Boucher. She slings one up the field in a hurry to Shapiro, trying to forward one along for Grant. Beating Parker to the ball, now has to settle it down in the corner, just not quite able to do so. The speedy play transpiring in front of Grant was almost a great opportunity for Kearsarge to come right back in and score a second goal. Shapiro passed that one along to Thorpe. Tries to cross one in with the left foot to Grant. Can't keep it over the goal line, and it goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Newport coming up. We've played 5 minutes so far, mostly controlled by Kearsarge on the ground. Tigers have tried a few stretch passes here and there, had a chance on a free kick to send one inside the 18. That goal kick is able to find its target through some traffic. Kearsarge once again getting another steal in midfield. Once again, Tigers defense standing strong. Cougars have caused a lot of chaos just beyond that 18-yard box. They've already struck once. Nadia Spiegel plays it across. Tessa Martinello trying to play this one forward for her teammate. The Tigers were able to intercept, keep this in bounds as it goes down into the corner. The Cougar clear had to be knocked out of bounds. Now the Tigers continue their advancement. Trying to keep this with the turn. Torrance Williams lofts one down. Still contested though. Williams back on the ball with a little bit of space. Swings one across the field. O.C. Ilg intercepts the play, keeps her stride going, forwards one down this near side. Playable here for Grant. She shoved from behind, no call there. The crowd in disbelief. Cougars getting it right back though. Shapiro sends one down. You can see Carly Grant trying to just stay planted as the referee was warning her that she was offside. Torrance Williams, a long throw down. Ilg once again there to intercept, still on the ball here as it goes over the sideline. Ilg wastes no time, throws it in before, no, just after the whistle. O.C. Ilg gets a rest here as Addie Rossi comes into the game for the first time tonight. She'll take the throw in, tossing it to the feet of Shapiro, trying to put one inside the box, broken up again by the Tigers. Nice steal there by Rossi. She'll try and stay on this ball here, but the Tigers are able to continue turning with it. Now inside the box, a little bit of trouble here, and Dudley! Her shot denied, a chance still alive here for the Cougars. Bella Collins did her best, but it goes over the far sideline. That one goes through the Kearsarge center backs, but still some time for them to turn and play this one up. Cassie Sanborn jumps into the play, whistle blown here. I believe it might have been like an inadvertent handball there, called on the Tigers. Thorpe settled that one and boomed one downfield. Glory Parker comes out of the crease to play this one. She'll punt it straight back down. Bella Collins tried to settle that one. Still a 50-50 up in the air. Battling forward is Torrance Williams for the Tigers. Still on the ball here. Able to keep this one in bounds as well. It's a duel between the twos, Williams and Spiegel. Tigers still trying to keep possession here. They play it back to go forward. Shapiro from midfield tries to send one through the ranks. So much of this game, the last 5 minutes, has been these 50-50s. Those ones that get lobbed or deflected above the players' heads, where two players can get under the ball and jostle for position. I feel like Newport's done well in controlling a lot of them. They just haven't passed up the field as cleanly as Kearsarge has done in this game so far. Now your Weimer comes into the game for the first time as Ann Dudley gets a rest. Boucher takes the goal kick, trying to play it down for Weimer. Runs over the sideline. Newport will take the throw. Emma O'Connor tosses this one in over everything. Nadia Spiegel will have to backpedal to get to it. It does go over the goal line. And we'll head to the goal for a kick again. Thorpe wins the 50-50 after the goal kick. Sends one along for Shapiro. Offsides is called. Shapiro can't believe it. Second time this game. Awfully close there. A great chance for Kearsarge to strike again, having three forwards behind the defense. Just a half step in front of the play. Thorpe called on that tackle, and Newport will have a free kick here. This one bounces low to the ground. It stays that way. Thorpe is able to collect this one. Breaks by the first Tiger guarding her, sends a lob pass downfield for Grant. She collects it in stride, has to set up that right foot. Hard contact just beyond the 18, nothing called. Parker plays that one with ease from the goal. Two chances in the last 60 seconds developed very well for Kearsarge. One called offsides, one stopped by a great defensive effort by the Tigers. Another one gets sent into the corner for Grant. Trying to set up a cross here. Needs to make room for that right foot. Booms one in tight, and it's chested away, still out of the net. Shapiro in front. Miraculously, the ball stays out. A collective sigh of relief from a handful of Tiger fans on this bleacher. Somehow, some way, this ball stayed out. Here's the cross from Grant. Jolie Root is tight inside the box for the Cougars. It's just off the fingertips of Parker. And then that deflection settled away still by Cheyenne Hannum. Just an amazing all-around effort, barely saving that. With the glove was Parker, and then Hannum just parked in the middle of the goal, able to deny that second chance. Cougars still trying to play this one up in a hurry, though. Jolie Root challenges. Her efforts go over the goal line, and the Tigers will have a goal kick coming up. We've played 15 minutes so far. Kearsarge leading 1-0 thanks to an early goal scored by Maddie Thorpe. Tigers goal kick played forward. Shapiro settles this one, trying to pass to the laces of Grant. Play still alive here despite a Tiger going down. Grant passes over to Shapiro. She'll try and set up a cross inside the 18. Grant tried to turn with it. It's knocked out of bounds by Cheyenne Hannum. One more look at that previous play. Hannum with a couple great defensive stops tonight. Corner kick comes in. The chance goes just wide. Shapiro had an opportunity there inside the 6. Today's coverage being provided in part by Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal insurance needs. Goal kick played to a similar spot. Shapiro is there to cut off the play, tries to send one inside the 18. Following her own chance, ball still loose. Tigers defense still standing tall. Cassie Sanborn trying to turn with it near the sideline. She shoved aside. Nadia Spiegel jumps into the play, gets the ball back for the Cougars. That whistle called on Emma O'Connor's play for the Tigers. Now Kearsarge has a free kick here. They spot this one just 30 yards out. And this is where the Cougars really excel. These set pieces that they can strike from. The lob comes in, it's defended aside. Hannum, the Tigers center back, has had her work cut out for her already. Thorpe booms one in. Parker luckily had that one shot right at her. That shot had a ton of pace on it from Thorpe. This one sent down, intended for Jolie Root. She's able to strip it away from Emma O'Connor. Her cross into the middle is going to be picked off by a member of Newport. Cassie Sanborn able to find her striker, Torrance Williams, as she tries to switch the field and play it up farther. Cougars defense aggressively steps into that play at midfield. 18 minutes gone by. Still holding on to that 1-goal lead. Kearsarge will have a free kick here. Little contact was made on Bella Collins. Tessa Marinello comes back to take this free kick. Shapiro able to collect the 50-50. Plays it up to Grant. She'll try and go forward still. Root inside the box, can't win the race, and Parker picks it up. Thorpe jumping in on the play, gets the steal. Tries to head forward. Her passing off the back of a teammate, and now the Tigers have some momentum out of nowhere. Throw-in after throw-in as the Tigers inch their way down the field. Goal kick coming up here for Kearsarge.
All right, guys.
Game has been relatively calm the last couple of minutes. Both offenses struggling to develop against the center backs on both teams. Kearsarge has really figured out the Tigers early on in this game, but they haven't let any sort of pass come through the center of the field. The Tigers have been stressed about a few chances for Kearsarge. Here's another through ball intended for Root. She'll have to hustle to win this race. Turning with it here is O'Connor. She'll play it to the sideline. Cougars trying to take the throw quickly, but a substitution has to come in. Marin Westward's the player back into the game here for the Cougars. Another sub coming in here for the Cougars. Tigers will have possession on this throw. Still trying to find a way to break through that defensive Kearsarge has been so good to them all season. Shapiro to Collins, tries to play this one from behind her own feet, gets a little bit ahead of it. Now Torrance Williams, challenged by Collins, is able to get this one down the field a bit further for the Tigers. But still, these lob passes trying to stretch out the play hasn't paid off for them so far. This one's thrown in. Ilg is able to settle it down and play one up to Root. Root still on the ball here, trying to muscle her way through two defenders. Ilg jumps into the play, and the Tigers will have a throw coming up from near the corner. Still a good time for Kearsarge to be aggressive here. Hill gets called on that tackle. Free kick for Newport coming up. Tigers settling the kick, trying to inch their way forward with the pass that time. And Kearsarge defense gets more aggressive than usual. Still a 50-50 at midfield. Ilg comes away with the ball. A nice steal again. And a good through ball to Root. Her cross inside, broken up. And who else but Hannum to break up the play. Carly Grant to take this corner. Sends one inside. Shapiro tries to get one on net. Not enough pace on it to challenge the Tigers keeper. Tigers losing this one just beyond midfield. Getting it back. Williams turns, attempting to send her teammate. Having to drop it back once more. Marinello finally breaks up the play for a moment for Kearsarge. The Tigers were beginning to press control their passing. This play is going to be offsides. Jolie Root, maybe about 3 feet offsides that time. Not as close as some of the other ones we've had this game. Referees may be talking about time on the scoreboard. I believe in high school the officials still keep the official time on the field. We play some stoppage.
What's he doing, kicking that guy out of here? I have no idea.
Seems like we're about ready to resume here. Cougars able to possess that free kick from the Tigers. And they boom one down the field that's easily playable for the goaltender. She opts to throw this one up to midfield. Cassie Sanborn tries to take it, settles one before sending it toward the sky. Ilg attempted to forward that one up to Shapiro, and a nice diving effort to smother the ball there at the top of the crease. Ball goes out after hitting off Maddie Thorpe. Tigers will throw this one in from midfield. We've played 27 minutes, just about, in a game that exploded just 90 seconds after the opening whistle. Kearsarge had a goal. It's been relatively quiet since then. Kearsarge has had 2 or 3 quality chances. Newport has had 1 decent chance off a free kick. Marinello switches the field. Root trying to settle this one. The Tigers take it away. And now playing this one down the field. Inside the 18, Marinello breaks it up with the right foot at just the right time. Tigers now will have their first corner kick of the game. You can see here this play developed really well for the Tigers. A hard pass on the ground in stride, but now they're at the corner. Marinello did a great job to break that one up. A good cross curls in. It's batted down and collected by Adara Boucher. She heaves one up the field in a hurry.
Dribble.
Excellent ball here. Root just not able to speed her way up to that one. Loses the race by 1.5 feet. Great chance in transition there for Kearsarge, trying to go end to end from goal to goal as fast as possible. Just a touch too fast on that last play. Thorpe from the far side of the field trying to cross that one in with the left foot. It goes over the sideline. The Tigers will gladly take a throw. HR Cloth Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning, along with their Muddy Paws pet wash and auto bath car wash. After trading a couple throw-ins, Kearsarge sending one inside the 18. The cross playable here for Ilg, settles onto her left foot. The shot is blocked, and now it's got to be Grant crashing in for a follow-up chance. Saved by the Tigers keeper. She punts one down toward midfield. Here's another look at that previous play. You can see Ilg Faked out the defender there, stepping to her left, just couldn't set up that left foot fast enough to pull the shot. Now Shapiro plays one up to Grant, who gives it right back. And Shapiro goes down into the corner. Has to drag this or spin back to set up that right foot. We haven't seen Shapiro cross one in confidently with the left yet. Maddie Thorpe wins the ball, beams one down. Big response there from the Tigers center back. Marinello calls for her keeper to come up and play this one forward. And she does. Cougars throwing this one in from the far side. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. And we'll replay it again. Shapiro from the center. Now to Root, tries to nudge one up the field for Collins. But again, some aggressive goaltending puts an end to that play. Reese Lacombe up the field. Kearsarge entering Tiger territory here. A chance for Grant, the shot above the bar. Grant pulls off a power shot here in finesse territory. If it was on target, there's no way the goaltender's getting to it. But 2 feet over the crossbar, and the score still stays 1-0 with 8 to play in the first half. Marinello centers the forwarded try by the Tigers. Grant lofts one over to Root. Out of the crease comes the keeper again. The Tigers' goaltending has just claimed all of the space within the 18. Very aggressive moves inside the net have all paid off so far. Keeping this Kearsarge offense silenced for the last 30 minutes of this one. O.C. Ilg ready to throw this one in. Tigers pick off the initial throw-in, but still have to battle forward here. The Cougars now breaking in with a shot, and it's just deflected aside. Good chance there for Ann Dudley on the shot. You can see Dudley just surprised that that ball was just popped out right in front of her. Tigers goal kick is played down by Thorpe. Tigers trying to continue playing this one into space. Ilg intercepts. Plays one downfield intended for Dunn. This one goes out of bounds. Bella Collins able to stay on the ball for a moment. The Tigers with the defender every step of the way. Hannum here turns with it, trying to send one down. Ilg picks it off, puts one inside the box, and it's Grant with a chance, denied again. Carly Grant, Kearsarge's leading scorer, 8 goals in 5 games. Nearly gets her 9th. That left foot just settled it perfectly onto the right. But no part of the net left open. Once again, aggressive goaltending coming out of the crease. Cutting down on that shooting angle. Grant has another chance here though, beyond the 18. Through the uprights, good for 3 in football, but not this kind of football. Goal kick coming up, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the first half. It's been a close game so far. Kearsarge, a strong team in Division III. Newport fighting to keep their season alive. Hopes to enter the playoffs with an upset win tonight. Still attainable. This one is sent into the corner. It's a race between Big Cats, Tigers, and Cougars. And it will trickle over the goal line. No, still played in the corner before being nudged out of bounds, and Kearsarge has a throw. Bella Collins struggling to turn to safety with this one, and now Tigers have a throw deep in their attacking zone.
Good throw, good throw, good throw.
Thorpe steals the throw-in. Bella Collins. Kick that one out of bounds. Tigers will have it back. Three minutes on the clock here, left in the half. Tigers trying to even up the score. This one thrown straight into the middle of the field. Shapiro steals it away, nudges it along for herself before looking up the field for a pass to Grant. That one broken up by the Tiger defense. Shapiro called on that tackle. And it's a free kick for Newport coming up. Another one of those moments in this game where each team is just trying to figure out how to navigate through the middle of the field. It's definitely been a defense-first game from both of these teams. Ever since Maddie Thorpe opened the scoring 90 seconds in, both of these teams have just been trying to lock everything down. This one goes over the sideline just by a hair as you saw Cassie Sanborn trying to reach out with that foot to play it. Substitution comes in now for the Cougars. McKenna Ellis checks in for the first time as Osi Ilg will get a rest. Final few minutes here in the first half. Carly Grant with it inside the 18. Winds and fires with that right foot. It's broken up by Hannum. Cougars will head to the corner. Corner comes in. Shapiro can't quite settle it. Passes one to the outside again. It's lofted inside the box, but it'll go over the goal line. And with that, the first half comes to a close. The home Kearsarge Cougars leading over the Tigers 1-0. We'll be back with a halftime update in just a bit.
The Lake Sunapee region is one of the few communities in the country where you can ski year-round. During the summer season, the lake provides water skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. During the winter, Mount Sunapee Resort, located at the south end of the lake, is one of the most popular ski and snowboard destinations in New Hampshire. The views of Lake Sunapee from the trails in Sun Bowl are spectacular. For more information about visiting our beautiful area, contact the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.
And welcome back, folks, to the game of the week. It's the Newport Tigers visiting the Kearsarge Cougars. We're in Sutton, New Hampshire, under the lights tonight. Kearsarge playing their best soccer of the season, following a stretch in the middle of their season where they had 4 losses and a tie. They're riding a 5-game win streak, hoping to make it 6 on their last game of the regular season. The Tigers still trailing by just 1. If they win tonight, they're still in the playoff picture. If they lose, that is very much likely the end of their season. We'll be back with the second half in just around 7 minutes, folks. Stay tuned.
Make space for connection, for understanding, for learning more every day. Make space for fun, for laughter, for memories that are filled with joy. Make space for beauty, for wonder, and always brighter days. Make space for life. We partner with Marvin to bring you the highest quality windows and doors so you can make space for what matters.
We have a very special guest. We have a new principal, Lisa Scalara. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to have you here. So you're at Sutton Elementary School.
Yes, correct.
That is a beautiful spot.
It is a wonderful school.
And historic.
And special.
Yes, it really is. The community really centers, around the school. And what a great spot to be in.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location. It's wonderful staff, amazing students and families. So, yeah.
Oh, that's just great. But that's not your only title.
It is not. No.
You're also the curriculum director for the district.
That is correct.
That's a big job too.
It's exciting though because I get to wear 2 hats. I get to think at a systems level from a district perspective, and I get to be right on the ground with students and teachers.
And that really only benefits your position as a principal, I would imagine.
I believe it helps me be a better educational leader. Absolutely.
Right, which is wonderful. So we were talking earlier with Chris Garrity about competency-based learning, and it's been around for a while. But still, it's a concept that's new to folks. So can you tell us what that means and how it's processed and implemented?
Sure. It's a jargony term, right? It's a way to describe how you do school. But simply, it's a commitment to some pillars that empower our learners to be decision makers in their education. It forces us to be creative in the pathways and to be flexible in when and how students do their work. It requires we think about feedback differently, and that when we're sharing with students how they're doing, we're giving them actionable feedback on really clear targets that they knew from the beginning.
So you're not just picking up a piece of paper and putting an A or a C on it. You're saying, here are the skills you're working on and here's where you're at?
Right, so as a parent, I can remember getting that piece of paper that says my daughter got a 13 out of 15 in multiplication. Okay, and I know she missed something, but where in multiplication did she fall down? As a caregiver, how do I support her? Even though she did test corrections in her classroom and she might have had an idea, in the model that we're talking about, that feedback is specific. You were working on 2 by 2 digit multiplication. That's the specific skill. Here's where you were successful. Here's where you're not yet, and now you can set your own goals as a learner in your next steps.
So that's where the decision-making process as a student comes into play?
As well as sometimes how we show our understanding. What is the best methodology or modality for me to share with you what I know as opposed to what I don't know?
So how does that translate to the elementary level? Because that's a really big deal to say, Mrs. Scalaro, I'm not sure I know my times table, or I even understand the idea and concept behind multiplication. Do they communicate that?
Yes, I think you have to remember that there's a developmental component to this. So it looks a little bit different at an elementary school. But we're also hardwired as elementary teachers to think in a problem-based manner, in a project-based way. We already have many of those practices in place. We have to teach our learners the right language. We have to give them the opportunities to slowly step into choice. But you can absolutely build that sense of autonomy, that sense of advocacy in our young learners.
That's empowering for them.
It absolutely is.
Do you see that?
Yes, I feel it as an adult. Why wouldn't a child feel the same way?
Exactly. And how are the families and parents? Are they on board? Do they understand it?
I think you're going to find that throughout Kearsarge, this is what we're shifting to and starting the conversation with our families. So at the elementary level this year, our teachers are starting to use language, these learning targets, with students and families. It's called, no secret teaching, right? We're going to be really transparent with you, what we want you to know and be able to do, and we're starting to use that language. So it's a subtle shift, a little bit at a time, bite size, how much can we tackle at one point? So we're not, some of this is already in play, some of it's going to roll out a little bit at a time. We're not changing everything we do. We are always improving our practice, and this is a part of that work.
But it sounds like as part of your best practices, you're lifting the veil.
We're lifting the veil, and we are putting the work in the hands of the learners, which is how you learn.
Absolutely, and that's what. And as you said, we do it as an adult. Why not as a student? Okay, so what I need from you, as the curriculum director, what's the message that you want to send out to students and to families?
I want us to recognize that just because it looks different than maybe how we learned it, that doesn't mean it has to be scary. And the language of CBE, competency-based education, doesn't actually matter. It's a term. But it allows us to have a conversation about what we're doing. And so don't be scared by the word competency-based education. Don't see it as throwing out all the good that we do. See it as us continuing to refine the work that we do in our classrooms, and a way to empower our learners to take charge in their education.
I think that's a great theme for Halloween this year. Don't be scared. Really, don't be afraid, because we throw around a lot of education terms. So how wonderful. That's a great message to end up on. Lisa Scalaro, wish you all the luck at Sutton. It's a beautiful school, and we wish you a wonderful school year.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Welcome back, folks. Just about to start this second half here between the Kearsarge Cougars and the Newport Tigers for our game of the week. It's been a very close contest. It has felt one-sided at times. The Kearsarge offense has clicked for more chances, but still it feels like this could be anyone's game. The Tigers one good chance, one lucky bounce away from a tie. And they're playing determined right now. They know what's on the line. It's their season. Kearsarge controlling the opening kick. Shapiro plays it back to a defender. Ilg now jostling in midfield, trying to keep possession, and does. Now it's Thorpe, the goal scorer, puts one forward. Hard contact down on the play, free kick coming up. There's a chance we'll be headed to that penalty hash as well. This may have been just inside the 18. We will head to the line for a penalty kick. Kearsarge, early on again, they scored 90 seconds into the first half. They have a chance to score in the first 90 seconds again. It'll be the team's leading goal scorer, Carly Grant. Skylar Nelson in net for the Tigers. Faces down Grant. Grant makes her move and scores! Nets one into the right side, and it's 2-0 Cougars. And look at the clock, 90 seconds, both halves. That's all it takes for them to generate a goal. One more look at the penalty kick. That's Grant's 9th goal of the season. She leads the team in goals and total points. Shapiro lobs one down the field. Give and go here for the Cougars as they try and send in Dudley up the line for a run. It goes out of bounds, some hard contact. I believe it's going to be a Tigers throw here, maybe a free kick. Tigers still moving forward with this kick here. Bella Collins steals that one away near her own sideline. She's played well on that side of the field all night so far for the Kearsarge Cougars. Whistle blown here, what might be a brief injury stoppage. Marin westward for Kearsarge as she walks off to her own bench. Hopefully she'll take a rest and collect herself, and we'll see her back in this game before you know it. Play resumes here as Kearsarge trying to forward up a clear. Bella Collins jumps into a Newport pass. But the Tigers still continue to play this one downfield. It heads into the corner. Cassie Sanborn chases after it for Newport. Still playable, inbounds. Cougars with the final touch there, and the Tigers have a throw in here from the corner. Emma O'Connor comes up to take it. O'Connor's had some long throws tonight. I wouldn't be shocked if she lands this one inside the box. She is going to try and do that. It's played right back to her. She'll now cross one in. Marinello breaks up the first chance. The Tigers still have it inside. It's off the crossbar. Boucher collects it. The closest chance of the night for Newport. Here's one last look at this play. Torrance Williams with the left foot shot. Just a matter of inches too high. Williams, a right-footed shooter. Recognized she had no time. Had to pull the trigger with that less dominant left foot of hers. The Tigers almost made their way back to within one. But now the Cougars responding with an attack of their own. It's down into the corner. Grant will turn with it. She'll send one inside to Shapiro. Now Bella Collins, shot deflected. Still playable here. Tigers trying to make their way up with it. Marinello jumps into the play. Grant tries to settle and spin. Shapiro drags it back and button hooks, looks to pass to Grant. I believe they're calling, is this a handball here on Newport? That's all that I could think this may be. Free kick from about 25 yards out for Kearsarge. This is where this team shines. These set plays where they can lob one in. Grant tries to put this one on net. That's wide left. Tigers play the goal kick. Thorpe is able to settle it here for the Cougars. Booms in a shot with that right foot. And it's just barely wide left again. I'd like to take this time to thank our great lineup of sponsors: Echo Communications, HR Cloth, Kearsarge Heating, Barton Insurance, LaValle Middleton Building Supply, Bubba's Bar and Grill, and North Cape Design Build. Kearsarge offense still has this one in their control. From the far sideline, they'll throw it in. Shapiro trying to play this one in the corner. Hannum takes it away. Tigers trying to move their way forward with it now. It'll trickle over the sideline, back in possession of the Cougars. Thrown up to Bella Collins. Hard contact, and Dudley goes down on that play. Throw in here for Kearsarge. Dudley pops right back up to her feet. Battling just on the outskirts of the 18-yard box. Cougars working their way in tight. Shapiro shot wide right of the net. Played 7.5 minutes so far here in the second half. Grant jumps into the play on the goal kick. Cougars will have possession of the throw here. Thorpe chucks it down to Grant. She'll hook around in the corner, centers one into Shapiro. She has to settle this one, plays it to Grant. She's jostled away. Hard play makes its way into the corner. The Tigers come away with it. Thorpe still trying to pressure this play. And they can't get by Thorpe. Cougars win it back, throwing this one in. But Collins slides into the play. Takes the ball, can't make her way downfield. Whistle blown, Kearsarge will have the free kick coming up. This might be just at the end of the range where they could make a play happen here. Grant lining up to take this, has Shapiro in the middle. She'll try and curl one in. Hannum cuts it off, excuse me. Another Tiger goal kick coming up. Maddie Thorpe once again trying to just read that goal kick and intercept it. The Tigers, though, more successful this time in keeping possession off the goal kick. Still struggling to get the ball beyond midfield in this half. They've had two excellent chances. Their best chance of the game came off their most recent shot that rang off the crossbar. Kearsarge has taken a lot of pressure off themselves tonight, scoring 90 seconds into both halves. Began the game very quickly. Maddie Thorpe scored a very low-angle shot, top corner.
Come on, guys! Let's go!
Tigers may have a chance here, continuing to press forward. The Cougars center backs collapsing on the play, funneling this one outside. Turning with it now is Cassie Sanborn. She'll try and center one in. There's a whistle blown. Striking distance here for Newport. They know they've got a chance in front of them with this free kick incoming. The right-footed Torrance Williams will take this one just beyond the 18-yard box. She'll send one to the far side. It's settled down. Unable to capitalize on that chance is Adriana Coleman. The ball just found her in one of those awkward spots where she was trying to move forward into the play. Good break for Kearsarge. Boucher sends one down the far side of the field. The Tigers trying to respond by kicking it right back in her direction. Maddie Thorpe's through pass is going to go out of bounds, and the Tigers will get it back. This one goes out of bounds again near us. Kearsarge pick up the throw. Shapiro back to Collins. She'll turn and switch field. Ilg with a give and go. Collins comes up with it, trying to play this forward to Grant. She'll cross one in with that right foot, just wide right of the net. Folks, welcome to our NCTV regional TV station. You can watch it on TDS TV 13 and channel 1013, NCTV 8, and at ycnnow.com by clicking on the 24/7 icon. As this one is saved by Nelson, she confidently steps up to the play and surveys her options down near midfield. Newport still possessing this after the punt. Sanborn's attempt to switch the field is stolen away by the Cougars. Cheyenne Hannum battling on this one, but Grant steals it away. Sets up that right foot for a shot. Skylar Nelson ranging to her right. Smothers the low shot. One more look here. Great job by Carly Grant to stay on this ball and get the shot off. Nelson cut down the angle. Ball heads over the sideline. It'll look like another brief stoppage here for a Cougar injury. Just under 26 minutes to play in this one as both teams converge on the field. Trying to all get on the same page here. Kearsarge still not feeling completely safe with that 2-goal lead. Newport has made them nervous a couple times. That crossbar shot, another play on the first half off a free kick. Just feels like luck seems to be on Newport's side this game, although chances have been on the side of Kearsarge. Feels like the ball is bouncing faithfully tonight for the Tigers. Newport is coming off their best game of the season, a 4-1 win over Somersworth. That was on Monday. They're playing on just a day's rest, coming into this one a bit tired. As I've mentioned a couple times, Kearsarge riding a 5-game winning streak, most recently a 5-0 win. They're coming on into this game on a full 5 days of rest. One of the bigger gaps in their season they've had all year. And they're showing it, displaying the speed going on runs on those long lob passes. We do have that member of the Cougars returning to her bench, helped by the trainer and head coach Dave Smith. Should be just about ready to resume here. .26 minutes left in this game. Stay tuned till the end for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, where we choose the competitor that had the greatest impact on today's contest. Ava Shapiro, Bella Collins, some of your front runners for Kearsarge that aren't the goal scorers. Maddie Thorpe and Carly Grant, the 2 goal scorers for the Cougars, also in the mix as well. Maddie Thorpe, shoulder to shoulder here with Torrance Williams. It will be a Newport ball as Williams is rewarded for her efforts. Emma O'Connors to take this free kick here. 40 yards out, just the distance where it's tough to make things happen. O'Connor's kick comes in, it's played by Collins, sent right back in by the Tigers. Maddie Thorpe here, trying to win it back for Kearsarge. The Tigers play it back though. Still each play ends up with one of those passes that goes high in the air, and you just risk losing possession so much more than trying to pass firmly on the ground.
Put your life on the line. Lay out for it.
Whistle blown here on some tough play. It'll be a free kick coming up for the Tigers. This one certainly within striking distance, right in the center of the field. This one, a shot, Adar Boucher hardly has to move to make that save. Decent shot off the free kick. Trying to get it just below the bar, out of the reach of Boucher. Now Kearsarge coming up with it. It's O.C. Ilg on the ball. She has this one stolen away. Does go to bounds here. Cougars get it right back with the throw-in. It's tossed to Bella Collins. Give and go between Shapiro and Collins. Collins forwards one up for Grant, the speedy Grant, nearly winning the race to the ball, but Skylar Nelson, like she's done so many times, comes out of that crease to scoop it up. Skylar Nelson, the Tigers goalkeeper, has really showed us the importance of aggressive goaltending. Here's Cassie Sanborn coming in, but Tessa Marinello puts that play to bed. Like I was saying, Skylar Nelson's aggressive goalkeeping, it's made a huge difference tonight for the Tigers. She's ended a healthy handful of chances for the Cougars tonight, probably upwards of 10. By coming out of the box completely and kicking one up the field, or coming all the way up to the top of the box. That throw is taken beyond the line. Kearsarge will have it back. Some sideline confusion. If you're watching this game, you can see that hash line. Then there's a darker line. That's the actual out-of-bounds line on this soccer field. And I believe Lauren Brewer on the Tigers thought that the football sideline was what we were playing on tonight. Shapiro steals this one away in midfield. Tried to play it up for Grant. Hannum boots it down to a teammate. Oh, this is a beautiful ball here for Grant. She's got some separation too, trying to break her way into the box. Tripped up again. No penalty called. And Grant is shaken up on the play. Still no whistle being blown even. Finally, we have a whistle. Here's one more look. Shapiro with a beautiful ball up the field. Had Grant in space in stride, and she goes down on hard contact here from both sides. Kind of wedged between both of those defenders. It seemed like she may have hit her head off of a knee or a foot coming through on that play. It's good sportsmanship by the Tigers. Their goaltender, Skylar Nelson, even kind of weary to play the ball forward. While she was holding on to it, her main concern was Carly Grant. And in an atmosphere like this, high school sports between two teams that are so close together locally, you like to see that kind of concern for the well-being of the other team. even in a game that Newport needs to win to keep their season going. Their goaltender, their defenders more concerned with the health and the safety of Carly Grant, who now sits up for the first time, being helped by the trainer and her coach. Carly's got a goal in this game, second Kearsarge goal of the night. She scored on a penalty kick. She leads the team in goals with 9 on the season in just 6 games. Has 21 total points. On the last game of the regular season, not a player that Kearsarge wants to be without. She's helped up to her feet. Nice round of applause by the audience. Some of the Newport players out there in that huddle you see. It does seem like she's just shaken up. I do believe that she hit her head on one of those defenders coming in on that play. She will head to the sideline, likely for the rest of this game. Hopefully she's able to rest for the rest of this game, passes through concussion protocols, and we'll see her again for the playoffs. A lot of this Cougars offense this season has relied on her. You saw it just on that last play. They can send her on these runs, and her speed can beat defenders and generate a chance for a goal. We thought we were going to have one on that last play. Those defenders were just able to come in at the right moment to kill that effort, but just on that last play where she got hurt, we saw what makes Carly Grant so good for the Kearsarge Cougars. We'll resume here with a free kick taken by the Tigers. Hannum plays it forward. Maddie Thorpe intercepts. It does trickle over the sideline before Thorpe can cross it in. Just under 21 minutes to play. Still time for Newport to get right back into this game. They are so on the bubble of the playoff picture where even a tie tonight against Kearsarge can keep them in the dance. Centering pass comes in. That one kind of fumbled, still playable on the outskirts for Kearsarge. Skylar Poliquin tries to play that one back to a teammate. Newport defended well. Now Cassie Sanborn centers one in to Torrance Williams, but Cougars break it up briefly. Back on the outside for Sanborn. Ranello breaks up the pass intended for Williams. Still 50-50 back and forth. Thorpe takes it away for just a touch before the center backs for the Tigers. Coming on the play, booming one down on net, playable for Adara Boucher. And she'll collect it before pumping it back down toward midfield. Another big clear here for the Tigers. Lauren westward for Kearsarge. Tried to battle along near the sideline, but Newport will come away with a throw. Shots this game are 19 for Kearsarge, just 5 for Newport. That is one of the many things Kearsarge is excelling at this year. In what's been a pretty dominant year for their soccer program. They've outscored their opponents 28-16. And before this game, they were outshooting their opponents 156-52. Goal kick coming up here. Boucher's gonna take it herself. Over the sideline in our direction. Emma O'Connor to take the throw here for Newport. With a strong couple of moves to get by Tiger defenders. Lofts a tricky pass down that puzzled the Tiger goalkeeper. Now it's Shapiro with a shot. Oh, and it's off the crossbar. A chance to snipe one far side, and Shapiro nearly found the mark. Had the time to set up that right foot and pick her spot. Trying to be as fine as possible. Put that one in the far corner. Just off the bar. Kearsarge hopefully doesn't need that insurance goal. Shapiro, though, will have another chance almost immediately. Sets up the right foot again, far side, and this one's in, just inside the bar. Ava Shapiro, 3-0 Kearsarge. Well, she knows she just missed on the previous chance. Set up that right foot in the same way. Chose to go far side. Chose not to elevate this time. That was a goal scorer's goal there from Shapiro. Jumping into the play right off the goal kick. Getting the steal in stride. Setting up that dominant foot, just 10 yards outside of the goal. Putting it home. Some pleasantries exchanged here at midfield. This is likely going to be a card here for Adriana Coleman.
Let's go, relax. Let's go, relax. Let's go, relax.
I didn't see a card. No yellow, no red. After that fierce play, Maddie Thorpe's going to be hungry to do something offensively. She tries to send Shapiro on a run. Nelson's going to have an easy time scooping this one up. Oceilk tries to jump into the 50-50. Newport win it. It's down near their bench. Bella Collins steals it away clean, tries to forward one up for a teammate. That's cut off by the Tigers. 15.5 minutes to play here in the game. Kearsarge leading 3-0 over Newport. Coleman tries to send one into the corner. This one near the sideline will find its way out of bounds. Tigers with a free kick after all of that. Trying to attack right away. Cassie Sanborn couldn't position herself well enough to get a clean shot. That one goes over the goal line. Pretty good chance out of nowhere for the Tigers just happened. Cheyenne Hannum intercepted a 50-50 and just boomed one down the field as quick as she could to Sanborn. Just a little too quick for her to settle. Shoot well, 21 shots to 6. Kearsarge leading heavily in that department, as they do most games. Nice move here as the Tigers continue to press. Marinello breaks it up with a clear. Kearsarge still trying to play this clear forward. Newport throw coming up from that far side. This one's tossed in, finds the laces of Maddie Thorpe. She puts one just out of reach. The vision on that pass was so good, just a tad too much pace on it. It's just too fast for Shyler Poliquin to catch up to. This one gets put down again, just out of range for Shapiro, and Nelson calmly collects it. She'll roll this one up. And O'Connor takes it and turns. Maddie Thorpe tries to come into the play hard to make the tackle. O'Connor has it back. Shapiro jumps in to challenge, but O'Connor dashes to her side, and the Tigers play it beyond midfield. Philip Collins, shoulder to shoulder here. Torrance Williams wins possession all the way. Forwards it up still. Cassie Sanborn drags it back. Torrance Williams stumbles over the ball briefly, can't pull the shot. She'll wind and fire. Marinello blocks this chance. And it skirts over the sidelines as the Kearsarge defense can collect themselves.
Head up high, boys.
Connor tosses one into Williams. Bella Collins blocks the shot, and we'll replay it. Connor again tries to send Sanborn on a run. She'll blast one across the width of the field, out of bounds.
No, I haven't seen it.
11 minutes left in this one. Nadia Spiegel comes back into the game. Kearsarge going forward in a hurry. Shapiro has it on her laces, trying to cut inside. Can't shave that shot on net. Tough angle off balance for Shapiro. Goal kick, played shortly to O'Connor. She tries to pass toward the center. Bella Collins steals that one away. Shapiro now settles, turns. Tries to open up a play toward the middle. The Tigers take it away. Now the Tigers headed downfield in a hurry. Cassie Sanborn gets tripped up beyond midfield. She goes down. Newport will have a free kick coming up.
Come on. Oh, my Lord. You know she's got star players. Yes!
Sanborn helped to her feet by Torrance Williams. She'll stay in this one. Free kick coming up from around 35 yards out for the Tigers. They have liked to put these chances on net so far in this game's history. Torrance Williams takes it, booms one, aiming for the corner, but Adara Boucher able to knock it down and keep it out. Maddie Thorpe sends one skyward, 50-50 here as Kearsarge trying to keep this offensive momentum going. Goes over the sideline before they can build an attack. Trading possession on the throw-ins now. The Tigers send it forward. And Boucher comes all the way out of the box there to play that one forward with her foot. It does go over the sideline, but I like the move by Boucher. Getting that one out of danger. The throw-in somewhat flubbed here by the Tigers. Bella Collins sees the mistake and tries to jump in on the play. Time and time again, Kearsarge looking to send Ava Shapiro on a run. This one will be just out of her reach and no problem for Skylar Nelson. Just under 8 minutes to play here in the contest. Newport trying to find Cassie Sanborn downfield. Still battling on this ball. It does roll over the sideline. Kearsarge will throw. Sent down for McKenna Ellis. She's tripped up. The Kearsarge throw coming up. Ellis to take the throw. Send Shapiro on a run near the sideline. She'll take it, trying to turn. Out of bounds again. Kearsarge still in control. Ellis again with the throw. Has this one back, tries to play one inside the box. And the Cougars still making their way forward. Shapiro takes the throw. Centers one in to Maddie Thorpe. Her shot just wide right of the net. Maddie Thorpe able to play this one forward for Shapiro with some space. Her shot, a dive, but it's in! Ava Shapiro again, this time choosing the left corner. 4-0 Kearsarge lead. Maddie Thorpe settles the goal kick, finds Shapiro in so much space. Diving effort by Skylar Nelson. She gets a piece of it, just not all enough.
Come on back, boy. Clock's still ticking. Let's go, boys.
5:45 to play here as Kearsarge may have all the insurance they need. Taking that 4-goal lead over Newport. They can play for possession now. Ava Shapiro led the team in assists going into this game with 8. She only had 1 goal to her name before tonight. Touches this one ever so lightly forward from McKenna Ellis, who's inside the 18, but Skylar Nelson once again stops that play in its tracks. Hard tackle, nothing called. Newport plays on. Maddie Thorpe comes into the play. Beats 2 defenders, now has some space. Maddie Thorpe subbed out of this game, probably the one and only time, as we're within the final 5 minutes. Foul called here right at midfield. Tigers will have a free kick. As we are in that stoppage time, make sure you stay tuned until the end to hear the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. Switch of the fields here for the Tigers. Hit some choppy waters. And they lose possession. Nadia Spiegel lobs this one down for a teammate. Shapiro trying to touch one to herself. O'Connor steals away, but Shapiro takes it right back. Shapiro with some hard individual work there. Doesn't result in a shot. Over the sideline again, another Kearsarge throw. This time played in close to Shapiro. She'll try and center one toward the top of the 18. It's kicked over the sideline again. Tigers making sure the ball attendants on the sidelines are getting their cardio in. Chance here from McKenna Ellis, gets blocked. And up the field in a hurry come the Tigers. Nice pass to Torrance Williams. Contact on that play. Tigers play on. Holman sends one to the far side corner, intended for Williams. Williams still has a chance here from that corner. Kearsarge will throw it from the far corner. A couple more subs come in. And Ava Shapiro heads to the sideline to rest out the rest of this game. Gets the big high fives from head coach Dave Smith. Big high fives and a hug from Maddie Thorpe. That ball chipped up off a foot. Caught a Cougar in the face. Another brief injury pause here on that most recent play. This one is in its final moments. Kearsarge leading over Newport 4-0. The score will likely stay that way. Goals for the Cougars came off the laces of Maddie Thorpe just 90 seconds into that first half. Carly Grant scored a penalty kick 90 seconds into the second half. And Ava Shapiro scored twice in the final 12 minutes. Tripling her goal total for the season. The pause for injury is now over. Nadia Spiegel will play this one up. As we resume here, a nice run here by Ann Dudley, screaming down that sideline. Tigers defense is there to respond, playing this one up toward the Kearsarge bench. It will be a throw. Played fast again. This one goes over the goal line. Referees blow the final whistle. Kearsarge win in their senior night game, the final game of the regular season, 4-0 over Newport. Dara Boucher secures the shutout, but your H.R. Clough, Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game goes to Ava Shapiro. The 2-goal scorer for the Cougars tonight. Kearsarge will enter the playoffs here as the 6th seed. We hope to see you in a week for boys playoffs. Thanks for watching. I've been Berkeley Stevens. Good night.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. LaValle Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Intertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
We all know ticks suck blood, but even a tiny tick can make you super sick. When you're outdoors, wear protective clothing and an EPA-registered insect repellent. And remember to check for ticks everywhere. Go to ticksuck.org for more information. Ticksuck.org